The Eagles' offense has struggled against the blitz this year. We saw it week 1 in Detroit. We saw it last week against the Cardinals, and we saw it some on Sunday night against the Cowboys. It comes down to a lot of different issues. How did they do against the Cowboys on Sunday night? Let's take a look at a bad example, and then we'll look at some positive signs that I saw. On this play, the Cowboys have 7 defenders on the line. There's only going to be 6 guys in the protection. Zach Pascal is going to chip block for a minute. He chip blocks too long. He's not able to actually release into his route. But there's 6 in the protection. There's 7 guys coming. And so that means that we have to have one defender that we're keying on. In this case, it's going to be number 28. No one is responsible for 28. If he comes, he is your hot read. You have to make him miss. You've got to get the ball out fast, something like that. So Jason Kelce is going to slide to the right. That means that our offensive line is sliding right. We've got 3 guys responsible for 3 pass rushers. On the left side, we're going to have Kenny Gainwell coming over. And so that means we have 3 offensive linemen responsible for 3 potential pass rushers. That leaves Jalen Hurts responsible for number 28. Now, if we watch what happens at the snap of the ball, just like we said, Kelce's going right, Gainwell's coming left. There's a miscommunication between Kenny Gainwell and Landon Dickerson. They're responsible for these 2 defenders. And I'm pretty sure that Landon Dickerson is the one that messes up. You need him to block this defensive end so Gainwell can come and pick up the linebacker. You would rather have him blocking a linebacker than a defensive end. But Dickerson hesitates, he takes the wrong guy, and there's a free runner at Hurts. But that's not the only problem on this play. Even if you pick this up, this hot defender comes, and so Hurts needs to have a hot route to get the ball out to, but unfortunately, there's nothing there. We run a vertical route and we run a deep in route. And so if you watch this, this is about when the runner would be getting there. Who is open? Who is Hurts throwing the ball to? There's just no schematic answer against the blitz on this play. And so miscommunication and the protection aside, the Eagles couldn't block this up long enough for any of these routes to develop. It's a bad design. It's a bad play call. But it wasn't all bad. Now let's look at some good examples from this game. On this play, this is in the first half. Hurts is going to check into this play. And the Cowboys are trying to run a little bit of a game here. They're going to bring their defensive end in, and they're going to loop around with the linebacker. They're going to try to make a play here. Now, the Eagles are just going to run off the coverage here, and they've got like a drag and a post route from the tight ends. And this drag route is what Hurts is going to look for, and he's going to hit it. And you'll see it gets picked up. The easy catch and throw, a great block here by Dallas Goedert. We'll see that better on the back view. And so this is a good play from the Eagles. Let's watch it from the back. This is what's so impressive on this play. Hurts checks into this. Notice him moving his protection. He's putting the running back on the other side. Now, at the snap of the ball, the running back is responsible for Micah Parsons in protection. If Parsons comes from this linebacker spot, Boston Scott has to pick him up. He doesn't ultimately come, and so he's going to release out into the flat. But watch, this is why Lane Johnson is so good. Watch Lane Johnson. He would be tempted to get out wide to handle DeMarcus Lawrence when he comes inside to go with him. But watch as he recognizes this rush angle on the first step, and he just tags him with his hand. That's it. Just touch him with the hand, pass him off to Isaac Seumalo, and get the looper. So great protection. Here comes Dallas Goedert to drive number 6 all the way into the sideline. Great adjustment by Hurts. Great job by the offensive line. Big play. Now let's look at another play. On this play, this slot corner, he's going to come on a blitz. He's showing this pre-snap, and so we know he's coming. We're just going to throw the slant to Smith. There's nobody here. Nobody can get to this unless your linebacker bails out here. And so at the snap of the ball, Hurts is just going to look over, confirm that guy's coming, hit the top of his drop, and the ball's out to Devonta Smith. Easy. You don't always have to pick up the blitz. Sometimes you can just throw at it. Throw at the free runner. That's what we've been talking about with the Eagles needing these hot answers. Let's look at another one. This is a pressure look. There are 6 defenders on the line of scrimmage. We think that they're probably coming. Now, on the backside here, outside the hashes, we have 2 defenders. We have 2 receivers. There is no help from anyone here. And so it's just a double slant. Double slant look. We're watching this linebacker, and we're seeing if it's cleared out, we can throw this. And so at the snap of the ball, we see that the linebacker, he has to take a step out here. His first step is out. He's responsible for the running back on the route. And so That means there's no help, just hitch or drop, balls out to Devonta Smith again over the middle. No chance for the Cowboys to cover that. Now let's look at one final play here. This is sort of a quarters look for the Cowboys. The slot defender is going to come on a blitz here, and so that means that this linebacker, he's going to have to open up to this side of the field to help out. And so Dallas Goedert is going to run a vertical route, and A.J. Brown is going to run a slant behind it. This defender's job is to jam Goedert to the outside, to force him outside, out wide towards the safeties. And so as soon as he does that, we know the slant's going to be open. There's no help. Who can help on this slant? He's got to jam Goedert. His hips are pointed the wrong way. A.J. Brown just going to hit this timing route right behind. Catches the ball, shakes the tackle. A.J. Brown's yards after catch ability is so good, and he's going to take it all the way down to like the 7-yard line. So the Eagles have struggled against the blitz. Those struggles were on display at times in this game. But overall, I thought I started to see better adjustments both in protection and in the routes behind the blitz. And hopefully it's something they will continue to improve on as the season goes on.